Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Temple Christian Academy's Computer Education 9, 4th quarter lesson. Today, we're diving deep into the exciting world of multimedia and web design. This is for all you grade 9 computer wizards out there, or anyone who's just curious about how the websites and apps we use every day are made. So, grab your thinking caps, and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is multimedia? Think about it. The word itself gives you a clue. Multi meaning many, and media meaning, well, media. It's the combination of different content forms. We're talking text, audio, images, animations, and video, all bundled together to create one rich, interactive experience. Your favorite video game, that's multimedia. The educational app you use for school, multimedia. Even the video you're watching right now is a perfect example of multimedia in action. Now, let's break down the key elements. Text is the foundation. It's great for conveying detailed information. But let's be honest, a wall of text can be a bit boring. That's where graphics come in. A single picture can truly be worth 1,000 words. It can illustrate a complex idea, set a mood, or simply make the content more visually appealing. We've got two main types of graphics: bitmap images, which are made of pixels, like a photograph from your phone, and vector graphics, which are made of mathematical equations. These are amazing because you can scale them up or down without losing any quality. Next up, we have audio. Sound can completely change the feel of a project. It can be background music to create atmosphere, a voiceover narration, like this one to explain things, or sound effects to provide feedback, like that little swoosh sound when you send an email. Audio adds an entire dimension that visuals alone just can't capture. Then comes video, which is basically a sequence of images played quickly to create the illusion of movement. Video is incredibly powerful for storytelling and demonstrating processes. Think of a tutorial showing you how to bake a cake versus just reading the recipe. The video makes it so much easier to understand, right? And finally, we have animation. This is where static images come to life. Animation can be simple, like a spinning loading icon, or incredibly complex, like a full-length animated movie. It's fantastic for grabbing attention and explaining concepts in a dynamic and engaging way. So, when we combine all these elements, text, graphics, audio, video, and animation, we get a powerful multimedia experience. But how do we deliver this experience to people? That's where the internet and web design come into play. Web design is the art and science of planning and building the look, feel, and function of a website. It's not just about making things look pretty, although that's part of it. A good web designer, or a web developer, thinks about everything. How will users navigate the site? Is the information easy to find? Does it work well on a phone, a tablet, and a desktop computer? This is called responsive design, and it's super important today. Let's imagine you're building a website for a school project about a famous historical event. You'd start with the structure. What pages do you need? A home page, a gallery page, a learn more page. This is the information architecture. Then, you think about the user interface, or UI. This is the visual part, the color scheme, the fonts you'll use, the placement of buttons and images. You want the UI to be clean, attractive, and easy to understand. But just as important is the user experience, or UX. UX is all about how a person feels when they are using your website. Are they frustrated because they can't find the search bar? Or are they delighted because the site is fast, intuitive, and helpful? A great UX designer is like an architect for digital spaces, making sure everything flows smoothly and people enjoy their visit. So, how do we actually build a website? The two core languages of the web are HTML and CSS. Think of HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, as the skeleton of your website. It provides the basic structure and content. It tells the browser, this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is an image. But a skeleton by itself is, well, just a skeleton. That's where CSS comes in. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and it's the clothing and personality of your website. CSS is what you use to add color, change fonts, set layouts, and make everything look amazing. HTML provides the what, and CSS provides the how it looks. Of course, there's another piece to the puzzle: JavaScript. If HTML is the skeleton and CSS is the skin, then JavaScript is the nervous system. It's what makes a website interactive. When you click a button and a pop-up appears, or you see a cool animated photo gallery, that's often JavaScript at work. It allows you to create dynamic, responsive experiences that react to what the user is doing. So, to recap, multimedia combines text, images, audio, video, and animation to create rich content. Web design is the process of planning and creating websites, focusing on both the look, the UI, and the feel, the UX, and we build these websites using the fundamental trio of web technologies: HTML for structure, CSS for style, and JavaScript for interactivity. Phew, that was a lot to cover. But it's just the beginning of your journey into multimedia and web design. The best way to learn is by doing. Try using a simple web design tool, or even just a plain text editor, to create your very first web page. Start small. Maybe just a page with a heading and a picture of your pet. Every expert was once a beginner. This field is constantly changing, with new tools and techniques emerging all the time. But the core principles of good design, clarity, usability, and creating a great user experience will always be important. As you move forward, remember to think about your audience. Who are you creating this for? What do they need? Answering those questions is the first step to creating something truly awesome. Thanks so much for joining me today for this whirlwind tour of multimedia and web design. I hope you're feeling inspired to create something amazing. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Keep learning, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.